Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of From the Heart. I'm your host, Chloe Turcha, and this is a podcast where we talk all things health, wellness, business, mindset, anything on my heart. I like to open up and share to you guys. And this week, we are talking about something I think all of you guys at one point have probably struggled with or continually struggle with. It's really hard, both in male and females, but I think females really struggle with this. And we're talking confidence. I'm going to be giving you guys 5 ways to boost your confidence and 5 ways to kind of begin to heal your insecurities. Because a lot of our issues with confidence typically stem from an insecurity that we have. And so I think it's important to get to the root cause of everything that happens and then allow us to, improve upon and fix them. So again, this is an issue widespread confidence, insecurity, especially this day and age with social media and just the ability at our fingertips to compare ourselves to anyone at any second it can be damaging, I think, to a lot of women and their minds and their relationships with themselves. And so I want to start this episode out by asking you guys 2 questions to kind of set your mind right, and really reflect on your own confidence and where you're at. The first one is, how often do you struggle with your confidence? Just ask yourself that question. I think we may know that we do, but we don't realize how often it affects us in our daily life. But for me, this is something I definitely struggle with often. I would say I have one good week. It's really a hormonal thing for me. Why this topic was on my heart this week, because I just got through the luteal phase on day 1 of the cycle. I'm pushing through this episode because I'm blessed to get to go to Miami for my first Allura event this week. So I'm I don't have time to not record today, even though the body is hurting. I swear, I don't know if I just become more in tune with my body or my period just gets worse and worse. But anyway, we're here. But anyway, last week was a struggle. I'll be real. I'll be honest. I'll be vulnerable because I think it's important for you guys to hear the struggles that I go through, because I don't know if people think I don't struggle with confidence because I'm on social media and I have maybe a career or I have all these things, but it's that stuff still doesn't matter. And that will kind of bring us to the next point. But I had a weak moment this weekend, and I won't even lie. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I do wish I hadn't had this moment. It was literally on our way to Easter service. So I'm a day that was dedicated to the Lord. I was making about myself for a minute. But again, it happened and I reflected and learned from it. And now I can share with you guys. But I was getting ready, and if you guys are watching this, as you see, I got curtain bangs. This is new. It was very spontaneous. I also chopped all the dead ends off my hair, so it's a lot shorter. I'm still figuring out how to style them. When I got it done and my hairstylist did my blowout, they look super cute, made me look more mature, made me look more grown up. Now I'm struggling because now I have to figure out how to do it, and I'm just not that girl sometimes. But again, I shouldn't say that because I can be. I can be good at my hair. I just haven't perfected it yet, and it's a work in progress. Anyway, I did my hair for the first time on my own. I was struggling with the right side again, like I was today, but I was whatever. I didn't do any self-tanner, so I was super pale because I'm getting a spray tan in a couple of days. So I'm I needed to just be at a base level of color by the time I got this spray tan. So I'm I can't self-tan. So I was pale, hair wasn't working out, and I was 2 days out from a period, which if you know, you know. For me, I get so inflamed, you guys. I don't even know what it is. It's the day before I almost start my cycle. Because day 1 of my cycle is not fully the day 1 of my cycle. I don't know if you guys can relate. We're getting into too many details. Anyway, just understand that the day before that, I wake up and I am so inflamed. Like you would think I ate a brick of salt before bed. It's hormonal because it goes away, and it's every month. I've noticed it's a pattern. And so I woke up, I was puffy. So I'm icing my face. I'm trying to do all these things, doing my lymphatic drainage massage. So I'm puffy, I'm pale, can't figure out my hair. I put my dress on. It's strapless, but I'm oh Lord. I was great. I put the dress on. I'm I don't like how my arms look in this. I look too I don't know. I was just having a moment. Okay. And again, it's okay to have moments, but I'm being honest. Okay. I have these struggles. So if you saw the cute Instagram photo and you saw the great day, it was a great day and it got better. The hair settled better. I feel my color kind of came to, the inflammation went away. I just, whatever. But I was struggling. I was in the car. I was low-key having a mental breakdown, getting ready with my hair. I had to walk out of the room. I just had to take a second. We're in the car driving and I'm kind of throwing a fit. Well, I'm not throwing a fit, but I'm pouting. I'm just in a mood. And I knew it. I was being convicted in the moment. But sometimes, I'll be honest, I know I shouldn't be in that mood, but I just remain. And it does no one any good. So I'm like, okay, Chloe, snap out of it. We started blasting worship music. Kyler talked me through it. He's like, Chloe, you look beautiful. I love your hair like this. I like it more this way than it was before. He's like, your arms look fine. He's like, you're nitpicking yourself. We're our own biggest critics, okay? And so that will bring me to a point like later on, but like it's really important to have people in your life who can like support you, call you higher and support you. Anyway, it was funny because then we get to the service. And it was a great Easter service. Again, the mood changed. The mood turned around. I was feeling better. But in the sermon, it was talking about how, like, complainers are draining. Or how did he word it? Or I don't know. Our pastor said something about how, like, people who complain are pretty much just, like, draining everyone around them. And it's, like, not good to complain. And Kyler looks at me and I was like, like, okay, I know. So I'm working on it. I'm not saying it was good, but I'm saying I had a moment. And if you have those moments, like, it's okay. Because I think all of us girls have those moments, whether it's in the thick of our luteal phase or maybe it's in our follicular phase and we're just having a bad hair day. It's okay. But I really had to center myself and ask myself a few different questions within that. And one of the questions I asked myself is like, Chloe, where are you finding your confidence? Like, where is your confidence stemming from today? Where's the root of it? And that was like something that helped me work myself out of this spiral I was putting myself in. Literally, I was putting my confidence in like my appearance. All these things were appearance, visuals. And I think a lot of times that's the only thing we think we can connect and like our confidence is correlated to is like an outward appearance. But that's the most worldly thing I've ever heard in my life. Again, it's like good to be healthy and feel good in your body, but it's like that's not where true confidence and like true beauty comes from. And I know you've probably heard it and it's like that's cliche to say, but once you understand like the actual power of finding your confidence within something else and what it is, that was also important because I have been in a position too where it's like I found my confidence based on my success, based on my Instagram following, and that actually like spiraled me into a deeper hole because the thing is the second that gets pulled, the second something doesn't go right in that area, what happens? Your confidence tanks even more and you're in like a worse spot than you were before. So finding your confidence in something that's like eternal is really huge. And that can be, for me, it's the Lord, it's my faith. And it's like walking as a woman of God, trying to reflect Jesus every single day. Like I try to be more like him every single day. And I'm like, okay, if I'm doing what's honoring him, I have a different confidence about myself. It's like you walk into a room and old me used to walk in and like want, heads turn and people looking at you and like whatever. But now it's like, I want to walk in and like actually brighten up the room because of my character, because of the spirit, the Holy Spirit that like comes through me, like the glow that I can bring, not how cute my outfit is and not how good my hair looks and not how tan I am. And just that's literally so surface level and so not what matters. But again, I still like am working on this. I'm still checking myself, but I have been in a season and it's like most days I find my confidence within the Lord. So like this past weekend was just a reminder of like, okay, you still continually have to work on this because it's not there every day. Clearly, you're not there every day and we're gonna have bad days. That's okay. But once you find your confidence rooted in something that's everlasting, it's constant, it's always there, it helps like immensely. And it's okay to still be on your journey to that. Like sometimes I get insecure of being like, oh, like I feel like I could be doing more as a Christian. I could be doing more of this. And that's another thing too, where it's like you have to be able to like, find a fine line of accepting, okay, I'm already getting into all these details and notes that I have, but like accepting the progress rather than perfection. Like you can have a goal. Like I can have a goal to resemble the Lord, but like I can't just automatically one day make a switch. So it's like I have to honor the effort and I find confidence in like each step that I'm getting closer and I'm getting closer and I'm getting better every day rather than like falling behind or like wallowing in my pity, or getting discouraged and insecure because insecurity doesn't look good on anyone, So it's like if I stay here and just wallow in my own insecurity of whatever it may be, whether it's my bad hair day or the fact that I don't think I do enough in the church or I'm not I don't know, whatever it could be, my Instagram following, like whatever these are, it's like it does you no good to just like sit in pity. What does good is like taking a step towards that goal, towards getting closer to that. But again, it's like you have to have your confidence rooted in Christ. If I'm being honest, like for me, I have to have that because I can't find my confidence in anything else. So we're going to go through a few different points that I think will help you guys if you are struggling with an insecurity, we're going to start there, and then I'm going to talk about confidence. Because I think you have to cure or heal from your insecurities, um, at least simultaneously as you're building your confidence. And removing them and healing from them does build your confidence in itself. But I think once you learn to like let go of the past, let go of the things like holding you down, it's so much easier to excel and grow and become confident. Okay, so the first thing that you guys can do to help heal from your insecurities is practice self-compassion, not perfection. So for me, this is huge with my faith, believe it or not. I used to be very insecure in my walk with Christ. And I think that's the way the enemy can attack you, is like make you feel guilty and insecure and not good enough. But it's like that is not the case at all. I'm being very like real and vulnerable here. These are things I wasn't planning on even like talking about, but just remember to be kinder to yourself, because when you're kinder to yourself, there's less room for insecurity to grow, because you have a kind heart. And it's like an understanding heart of, okay, I'm giving more than I was yesterday. I'm making a better effort. I'm doing the things I need to be doing to get me to where I want to go. I truly feel the most insecure when I know I'm not doing the things I need to do. Otherwise, I do feel better. It's like I'm giving effort. I'm on the journey. Like you can't expect to just like teleport and get to where you want to go. So it's like appreciate the journey and understand that's a great thing. Like that's just as much growth as like getting to the end result, because you're taking a step to better yourself. Whether it's in the gym and you're insecure to walk into the gym for the first time, it's like, one, no one in the gym is judging you as much as you're judging yourself. No one really pays attention. Everyone's literally in their own world. I can promise you. Everyone's in their own world. But it's like, don't expect to be like a weapon in the gym and like have the knowledge of a personal trainer your first day, but understand you're going to learn as you go, and you're going to gain knowledge and you're going to gain wisdom, and it's going to get easier. And so like hold on to that and allow that to boost your confidence of like, okay, one more day done. Like I'm that much closer. I'm that much more knowledgeable. And I think it does build your confidence. Again, it applies in every area. It's even with my hair. It's like, you have to be very, very aware of how you speak to yourself and like what you say and like what you claim. So it's like, oh, I'm so bad at doing these curtain bangs. It's like, no, I'm just new. Like, no, I've just literally never done them. So why do I expect myself to do them as good as a hairdresser who professionally does hair every single day for years and like was trained and certified? It's like, that's okay. I can sit down, I can teach myself, I can give myself grace for the first few weeks. Like they're probably not going to look great. I don't really care. If I'm being honest, I don't really care. I probably care more about other people's opinions of like how my bangs look. I probably want them to like look at my hair and think like, oh, she's so good at hair. If I'm being honest, like I don't care. I really don't care how good at hair I am. So I think that's why I'm like, do I take the time to learn how to do the curtain bang? I don't know. We'll see. But you have to let go of valuing other people's opinions and thoughts over your own even. You know, if like you're fine and you're comfortable and like to me they looked good enough to film. So I was like, whatever, I don't mind how they look. Don't love them, but I don't like hate them. Just understand how you're speaking to yourself and don't claim something that isn't true or you don't want to be true. Claim like, I am going to get good at my curtain bangs. Like y'all better believe next week these bangs are going to look a whole lot better and like better and better and better. It's like speak that encouragement into your life and you'll start to believe it, and then it becomes your reality. The words that you speak, we had a whole episode on this, the words that you speak become the thoughts that you have, and the thoughts that you have become the actions that you follow, and the actions that you follow create your reality. So me telling y'all my hair is going to get better and better, it probably will. Anyway, then he brings me to point 2, and that's just challenge your negative beliefs. So insecurity often comes from things that we've told ourselves or experiences that we've had in the past. It's those beliefs of me being like, oh, I'm just like not a hair girl because I've never taken the time to become one, but like I can become one. Who doesn't? Like there's no reason I couldn't become one or want to become one. I've actually gotten a lot better at my hair in the last year than I ever have. I'm trying new styles. I'm trying new cuts. Like even me cutting these curtain bangs was bold, but it's like, okay, like I just want to try something new and see if I can like elevate my hair, you know? But I could have just been like, oh, I don't want to cut the bangs. Like I'm not a hair girl. I don't want to figure out how to do the curtain bangs and learn how to style it. Like I'm not a professional, but like I have the ability to learn how to do them. So it's like, why not? If you are having these like self-limiting beliefs, and oftentimes, you guys, we don't even notice we say them about ourselves. Like it's past experiences that we create, that we take past experiences and then essentially we claim them and then we carry them on into the future. And I think even like sometimes there are things I don't even notice and I hear someone else talking about it and I'm like, whoa, like I also like feel like I might have noticed that, and then I like claim that to be true for myself, and then boom, it keeps happening. Like kind of like my period. I'm like, whoa, I used to never really struggle with cramps. I think I just like didn't think about it. And now that I'm like more in tune with my body, more in tune with hormone health, I'm like so hyper aware. And I'm like, oh, these cramps are terrible. But before, I think I just wasn't even aware of them enough for it to like affect me. But now I feel like it affects me so much because I've like claimed it of being like, oh, day one of my period sucks. And then it actually does suck. So maybe I need to start being like, oh, it's not that bad. It's gonna be fine. But again, when you're saying these, ask yourself, is this actually true? Like, where is this coming from? Like, the period thing it probably is kind of legit just because, like, our bodies physically, scientifically do these things. Like, it's actually going on. Like, my uterus is actually shedding and it is actually painful. But these other things of, like, me with hair, it's like, is it actually true that I'm not good at hair? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I am good at hair. Maybe everyone else thinks I'm good at hair and I just don't realize I'm that good at hair. Maybe I'm terrible. I actually really don't know. I just kind of do my thing. And then ask yourself, like, where did I learn this? Like, where is this information coming from? Like, did someone tell me I'm bad at hair? Did I tell myself it? Did I compare my hair to somebody else's hair? Like, heck, half the time, y'all, you're comparing your hair to someone else's, their hair's fake. Like, at least in Scottsdale. 80% of the girls with long, beautiful hair, it's fake. Which, fine, that's totally fine. But, like, if you have natural hair, you probably don't know what to look for with extensions. Like, that was me. I'm like, I had no idea. I've never had extensions. So when I see them, I don't recognize it. It's not like a norm for me. I haven't like uncovered that and understood that. If I were to get extensions, I probably would start to notice it in more people. It was like me with lip filler. I didn't notice anyone had lip filler because I'd never had it. And then once I got it, I noticed like what to look for, how it looked. And now I see it. Everyone has it. When you're comparing yourself, understand there's probably like more to the story, and that's okay. Anyway, I'm going kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to stick true to like the point. But again, ask yourself, is this true? Where did I learn this from? And kind of reflect from there, pick it apart from there. And once you start doing this, you'll start seeing them as like old behaviors rather than like in the moment factual existing problems, if that makes sense. Like if you can be like, oh, that's just because I used to say this about myself, like it's not actually true. I feel like it brings a lot of healing to the situation. Anyway, if it is it is something that's true. It's like, I actually am really bad at my hair. Utilize that to like motivate you to find the knowledge, the wisdom, the resources to get better. Like literally anything. If there's like factual evidence that like you do have a problem in this area, it doesn't mean you can't fix it. You can go to a new hair salon. You can go to a training class. There's YouTube University. You can learn anything on there. Like listen to a podcast on the topic. Hire a coach, hire a fitness coach. Like there's so many different resources that we do have. I think we just oftentimes get like paralyzed in fear, paralyzed in this insecurity, and then we just claim it and we just carry it with us. And it's like break the chain, cut it off, drop the weight, learn from it and grow and like let that insecurity go. Okay. I promise it's hard. Like it seems hard because you just get comfortable with like this issue in your life, but like it doesn't have to be that way. Like you really can make a change and move on from it and like let that weight go. Because a lot of times insecurity like takes people's lives over. If it's insecurity for women and females, it's like always our bodies and our physique. And if there is a literal problem where you're like, I do need to take better care of my body, just do that. It probably seems scary, but you're probably in a phase where you've accepted it and you're comfortable and you're more comfortable being in that state than you will be to like take a risk, take a change, hire a coach, go to hold yourself accountable, going to the gym, like trying something new. That is scary, but I promise you it's the most freeing feeling. And watching yourself progress builds so much confidence to be like, I can do hard things. I can do this thing I once thought I never could. I am capable. I am able. It will change your life. Okay. Number 3, and this is kind of similar to the first one, but it's like focus on progress, not perfection. Like I said, enjoy the journey. Understand you're making a change. Understand you're doing the thing, and it's not going to be perfect right away. You're not going to be the best at everything either, and that's okay. But like understand if you're giving effort, that's something to acknowledge and celebrate, and it should build your confidence. But again, too, it's like everyone's gifts are different. God gave all of us different gifts, and He didn't give us gifts to compare them to one another. It's to accelerate in what He gave us because it's for a reason. Like He gave us specific gifts to make an impact through that gift. He doesn't want us sitting here like it's like imagine you gave like a birthday present to somebody and then they're like upset because you gave them this great gift. You could have given them like a gold earrings and bracelet and matching necklace. Like it could be this like hundreds of $1,000 gift, okay? Amazing. But like if Susie next door got something and you don't have that thing, you're all of a sudden like wanting whatever she got. Maybe she got pearl necklaces and they're not even worth as much. It's like you don't, in our minds, I think we often like forget about what we have and what we're gifted with. And we don't understand the value of it because we're comparing ourselves to what they have. It's such a silly concept because it's like we are given the gifts for a reason and for a purpose. So focus on how you can utilize that to bring value to people and to make this world a better place rather than just comparing to what you don't have, because it doesn't take anything away from you when someone has something good. Okay. Just because Susie is a really good singer and dancer, that's great. She can use those gifts and do whatever she feels called to do with them. But like, God gave me separate gifts to utilize in a different way. Okay. We're like all equally equipped. It's just a matter of if we like lean into those gifts and utilize them. And I think we often forget that. And it's like, I have to remind myself of that all the time. It's like, I wish I could sing and dance, but then again, I check myself and I'm like, if I complain about this and I'm not doing anything about it, I have no ground to stand on. Like, I should not be complaining. I'm not trying to get better at dancing. I'm not trying to get better at singing. So I need to stop complaining about the fact that I'm not good at it. Okay. Because there are other things that I'm good at and I always forget about it. It's like, you just become so used to it and so immune. It's like, it's literally like autopilot. Like you just get so regimented and so routine into the things that you're doing on a day to day. You're probably really good at them, but you don't realize how good and how skilled and how gifted you are at something because you do it all the time. Say you're a professional athlete, even like you're top level performer, like you're one of like the 1%. But again, you're going to practice and you're finding all the flaws in your skills. So you're probably not realizing how good you are because you're focusing on all the negatives to become better. But that can be really like, that can be a hard spot to be in anything. It's like people's health and wellness. It's like you can be a really healthy person, but if you're trying to become healthier and healthier, you're looking for all the things that you need to be fixing. And that's like, you gotta, when you're doing that, you still have to remember to acknowledge all the things you're doing right and all the things that are healthy about you and all the things you are good in, all the areas you're doing good in, rather than only focusing on the negatives. I'm literally preaching to myself right now because I often forget that. It's like, oh, like I don't do this, and this good enough, and then it makes me feel bad about myself. It makes me feel like I'm failing or I'm like bringing a team down or something. And then it's like, okay, well, remind yourself of everything you are good at, all the value you do add and that you do bring. But we're just wired to critique ourselves. We're wired to like fix a problem. So when we see any like fault in something, we're trying to fix it. So I feel like your high achievers are probably your most insecure or most self-conscious people because they're constantly picking themselves apart. Like, how can I do this better? What can I be doing more of? And that's crazy to think about. That's crazy to think about. Number 4 is to learn to set boundaries with comparison. Again, it's like, I've said this before, detox the social media, scroll through TikTok, scroll through Instagram following. It's hard now because like they'll literally, I mean, the For You page, it's random. But like Instagram has like random pages and it's like, oh, recommended for you. It's like you don't even follow them, they pop up. But like there's a few girls I've noticed myself like comparing my life to, comparing my, physique to, comparing my whatever to. And I just have to unfollow because I'm like, I'm doing them no good and me no good because I have this like weird tension going on between us two for some reason that I got to heal from. But like, it's not doing her any good because I'm building these like negative feelings and emotions for this person based on my own insecurity. So it's like, just unfollow, detox. Or if there's people who are like feeding into your insecurities and like there's this one girl and I had to unfollow. Well, I didn't even ever follow her, but like I stopped really engaging in her stuff because, on TikTok, she's always talking about how, like, if she eats bad or she drinks bad or she does something bad, she, like, runs it off in the morning. And that works for some people, like, that mindset. But, like, that is not healthy for my mindset. It makes me feel, like, really guilty if I do something. And then I'm like, should I be trying to work it off? Is that normal? No. Like, you can freaking have a cookie at night. And you don't need to go run 4 miles to burn it off. Like, you don't have to do that. But it's, like, be aware of what you're following and have an understanding of, like, what you're comparing yourself to. And it's okay to like unfollow or just like mute a page. You don't have to unfollow them, but like mute it or just delete the app if you need a little break, a little detox. But find what that trigger is essentially, if it is social media, if it is like a certain group you hang out in, if it's a certain, I don't know, whatever it is, just mute it, unfollow it, take a step back from it to help yourself heal. And then the last way to kind of heal from your insecurities is surround yourself by like loving, encouraging people. Like, have really good core people in your life. I talk about this almost every week, but that just shows how it has an importance to every area in our life. having girls in your like in your circle who are like encouraging and remind you of all the great things about you is helpful, you know, and have those girls that are there to like help teach you how to do your hair or do your makeup or give you advice in the gym if you're a newbie and you're learning. It's like have people in your life who are willing to help, because when they're good people, like again, we're all gifted with different things so specifically and so intentionally. Like my gift, I can like help you learn how to eat better. I can help you in the gym. I can help motivate you. I can help restructure your morning routine to be more productive. But like I can't help you honestly do anything very like creatively. Like there's certain things I have skills at, but it's like I can't help you with your dancing skills. I can't help you with your singing skills. I can't help you with a craft. I can't help you with all these things. I can try, but it's not going to be like probably the best help. But it's like that's why we're all so different and so unique, because we can lean on those people who have those strengths and who have those gifts to better ourselves. There's a girl in my church and she's super good with like designing clothes. She's really good with like sewing and all. It's so cool. It fascinates me. And I'm like intrigued. So I would love to be able to do that for myself one day. And she's like, I'll teach you. And I was like, that's so kind. She makes really good bread and sourdough. I'm like, please teach me. I want to know how and I don't. And then it's like, then I can go on and like spread these gifts and share these gifts with other people in my life who maybe once I learn, I can teach. And then again, have like supportive people in your life. It's like your boyfriend, like, or your husband, whoever's like your significant other is. It's like, make sure they're a supportive, encouraging person. Like Kyler's like the perfect balance. I talk about him all the time, but he's just the best because he checks me when I need to be checked. And it's like, Chloe, don't talk about yourself like that. But then he also is like loving and he's also encouraging and he builds my confidence. He doesn't make me more insecure. I know a lot of girls are dating guys who like make them more insecure because they're not the man for them. You know, they're talking about other girls or like they're not giving them what they need and what they require to feel secure and confident. And it's like, reflect on like, are these relationships in my life like aiding in my confidence or tearing it apart? Because even like girlfriends can be tearing your confidence apart as well. Okay, now we're moving on to 5 ways to boost your confidence. So we just went through 5 ways to heal from your insecurities, and now we're going to talk about how to boost your confidence in life. The first one, and this is like a quote from even like Ed Milet, but it's like, keep promises to yourself. So if you say you're going to do something, do it, because then it builds this trust with you. And it's like, okay, I said I was going to do this and I did this. What am I more capable of now? Like it builds that evidence bank of like, I can do hard things. I can do the things I say I'm going to do. And it builds this trust. And I think that's where confidence is generated, is like having trust in yourself. So it's like, if you don't trust yourself, you're going to be really insecure doing anything. It's going to be like, oh, can I pull it off? Can I get it done? Am I going to do it? That's where the insecurity comes in. So it's really important that you like hold true to the things that you say you're going to do. But when you say you're going to do them, make sure you have a good understanding of like where you're at within your progress of that. If it's like a super unrealistic goal, don't set the standard that high where you're going to fail and it's going to like rip your confidence apart. It's good to shoot high, because if you even fall, you'll probably fall above where you would have set the bar. I like to remind myself of, but it's like, again, still set like a realistic, like progressive goal. It's like, okay, make your goal to go to the gym twice a week and hit those 2 times a week. And it's like, oh, I did that. I was capable of that. Let's try 3 next week. It doesn't need to be like, okay, we're gonna go to the gym 6 days a week right off the bat. Progressively get into it, because then it builds that evidence bank of like, oh, I figured it out twice this week how to get there. I bet I could do that again. Like I bet I could, learn how to maneuver my schedule. I can hold that discipline and find that baseline for you that's doable. And it's funny because I even do this. It's silly as it seems. I have like a glass shower and there's like a squeegee in there that you have to like squeegee to clean after. And often I'm like, oh, like I just want to get out of the shower. I get lazy. And I'm like, I don't want to take the extra 30 seconds to like wipe it down. But I'm like, no, Chloe, this is building confidence that you trust yourself and you will do it every single time. And it's very rare I miss doing this. Every time I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm building confidence. I remind myself as I'm squeegeeing the shower. But it's like, it's in the little habits too. It doesn't have to be like the big, massive goals in your life. It can be in the little things of like, oh, I said I was going to keep my apartment clean this week. I was going to pick up after myself. I was going to only buy Whole Foods at the grocery store. Did I do that? Did I keep that promise to myself? And you will see your confidence grow from there. The second one is to learn how to rewrite your inner dialogue, the way you speak to yourself. It will build your confidence. Like I said, the words that you speak, or even the words that you speak in your head, create realities, and you'll begin to believe them. So if you're sitting there having a conversation, oh, I'm fat, oh, I'm pale, oh, I'm ugly, oh, I'm bad at this, oh, I'm not doing enough, you believe that, and then that's like the reality you live in, and it's depressing, and it's really like daunting, and it just pulls your confidence down. It's like, how do you want to glow when you're just like feel this heavy weight of insecurity? So it's rewrite the dialogue to being like, I'm learning how to do this. Okay. I've done this. I've done something like this before. I can probably try this and do this. I can do this again. and understand like you're allowed to like learn. You're allowed to be in the process of learning. Don't expect yourself to be a professional right at the beginning. I think a lot of perfectionists struggle with trying new things because they don't like being bad at them. Me, I like being good at everything. I think most humans do. But I've learned like I'm not meant to be like the best at everything. Like other people can have their areas to shine, and that's great. I really focus on the areas that I can, shine in. And I have those as kind of like that evidence bank of like, Chloe, you are great in this area. But then if there's an area that I really lack, I still give myself enough respect and love to like try it and improve upon it. I don't have to be the best, but I can be better than I was. And that's something I like to remind myself of is like, look how far you've come, Chloe. Like that's something to encourage yourself with is like, look how far you've come in the time. Me with my faith. It's like, oh, am I doing enough? Am I good enough Christian? Like it's a serious like spiritual warfare once you are like a new Christian, because then you start looking at everything you're doing wrong and getting convictions on all this stuff, and it can be like daunting. And it can be really hard because you want to be a better person. You're trying, but it's like you just keep learning all these things about yourself that you're like, but you got to let the past go of like the things that you've done wrong and really focus on how much you've grown and like where you are now and how much better of a person I am and how much more loving and how much more I bring God into everything now than I once did. And it's like, I understand if I keep on this pace, like I will be getting better and better and better, but it's a journey. It doesn't all just like overnight switch. So have grace with it. Have grace. Third one is to take imperfect action. Don't wait until you feel confident before you act. Like I said, if it's like pickleball, I did this with pickleball. I've talked about this story before, but I was so bad at pickleball, and everyone in Arizona when I first moved here plays freaking pickleball, and I always avoided it. I probably missed out on a lot of like fun moments and fun hangouts because I'm like, I don't like pickleball because I was so bad at it, but I never gave myself the time to get better. Like I never went and practiced. I never went and played because I would get so frustrated because I was so bad. I'm like, allow myself to be bad at it and learn. And over time, like Kyler and I played a little bit more. He was teaching me like the rules. He was teaching me like different tips and form and whatever. And I did get better. Am I the best? No. But again, I don't put that much time and effort into it. If I devoted my day to playing pickleball, I probably would be pretty good. But again, it's like understand like how much effort are you putting in? Don't judge yourself if like you're not putting in the effort, but don't let that stop you from trying something new because you're scared you're going to be bad at it. Like everyone's bad at the beginning. Literally everyone's bad. Even like professional athletes, they probably weren't like amazing their first practice either. Like they've just stayed consistent and progressively gotten better over the years. And the fourth one, surround yourself, like I said, with uplifting people. This helps build your confidence too. It helps you heal from insecurities, but it helps build your confidence when you're around people who speak positively about themselves as well. Like if you have one friend who's just always talking negatively about herself, it's probably going to like plant bad seeds in your mind too about yourself. So make sure they're people who are finding their confidence in good things as well, not just superficial surface level things. Because like you become who you're around. So if like that's what they value, that's what you're going to begin to value. So really, really take conscious reflection on the people in your life of, do they idolize this? Do they idolize this? Like, is that affecting me? Because I've met people and they've like said things about themselves that I never thought about myself. But then once I heard them say that, I started thinking about it myself. And I was like, that was not healthy. So be very, very aware. And then the last one is to reflect the wins, acknowledge the wins, acknowledge the growth. I think that's why journaling's so cool, because you can like write down. It's like for me when I journal, I just brain dump. I write down everything, and it's super cool to look back and like see, oh, like a week ago I was struggling with this. Like look how far I've come. Or a year ago I was praying for this, and now it's like so evident it's here. Look at the progress of like how much you've improved in little things. It doesn't always have to be like a statistic or a data, but it can be like, oh, like maybe you're not growing. Maybe your business isn't making more money, but you've become more consistent. You've become more confident. You've opened up more opportunity. Like there's other wins within it rather than like a numerical win. Or like on Instagram, it's like, oh, I'm not gaining more followers, but are you adding more value to people's lives? Like, are you feeling more true to your content? Like, are you more excited? Are you more consistent? Is it more unique, creative stuff? Like, that's a win. So celebrate the ones along the way, because it will boost your confidence of like, I'm doing something right. Like I am capable. And again, just to remind you guys, like the most important thing is to really, really reflect on like where your confidence is rooted, because that is what shapes everything. And for me, it's like when it's rooted in God, like it helps so much, because I really don't care about the worldly things. I don't care about the surface level things. They don't affect me as much. Again, as much is a key phrase in that, because I still have bad days and it's okay to have bad days. But I think it's only okay when you learn from them and you grow from them and you can acknowledge the like error in the situation. So I'm going to run through these 5 things really quick again, just to give you guys a recap. So 5 ways to gain confidence is to keep small promises to yourself, rewrite the inner dialogue, rewrite the way you talk to yourself, take imperfect action. So be able to be bad at something, okay? Surround yourself with uplifting people who speak highly about themselves, about you. And make sure you reflect on your past wins, because that's a good reminder and it's a good way to like create that evidence bank and the fact that like you can do those hard things. Okay, and then 5 ways to heal from your insecurities. The first one is practice self-compassion, not perfection. The second one is challenge your negative beliefs. Focus on progress, not perfection. Set boundaries with comparison and surround yourself with safe people, okay? I hope this helped. Praying for you guys that you can, find confidence in areas that you may lack. And I pray that you guys can really find a center ground for where your confidence should be rooted in. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Send this to somebody you think might need it. Share it to your story if you think some people should listen. If this could help anyone, leave a little review. Message me if this helped. I love chatting with you guys and hearing your feedback on the podcast. So I love you. I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.